If I only knew, I would have started saving or even making plans for my home ownership much earlier. When I started doing housing, I'm always asked, why are you focusing on LGBTQ housing? The amount you're getting back doesn't seem to make sense. Isn't it more lucrative to work with traditional family? You know, they have bigger budget and buy bigger units, right? Aren't you afraid of being cancelled or shunned by people who do not support the LGBTQ community? My answer will always be that real estate is my own business. While there may be clients who do not believe in my values and choose not to hire me, I have the pleasure of choosing the clients I want to work with as well. The real estate market is huge and there are 34,000 real estate agents in Singapore. Competition will always be intense, but being a gay person myself, who has first-hand experience and knowledge of the challenges faced by LGBTQ+ in housing, I thought I will be the best person to provide that help to the queer community that has been deprived of information and know-how to navigate the real estate world. I'm very lucky to have worked with a diverse pool of clients, straight and queer, and in the process building a very trusting relationship with them. When I was younger, I dreamed of migrating overseas because Singapore is not the place for a gay person. I had an American boyfriend then, and I was planning to move over to the States after a 3-year working in Hong Kong. Sadly, that relationship ended and my dreams were shattered. I felt defeated then. And when I came back to Singapore, I didn't have my life planned out other than my shattered dreams. In comparison, when I see my straight queers, some have sold their first BTO, earning them a pot of gold, allowing them to upgrade to a better property. But here I am, broke, and have nothing in my name. And it was only years later when I joined the real estate industry that I realized that there are so many things working against us LGBTQ+ in housing policy. The first hurdle is the minimum age required to buy a HDB flat. Under the public housing policies, singles and joint singles, Singaporeans, need to be 35-year-old before they can buy their first HDB flat. So the only choice here is to wait. And by waiting, we're entering home ownership later than the heterosexual folks, losing out on time to grow our assets, and for the same reason, wasting years paying for rental to landlords. While we can always say that saving more can be a good while we're waiting, but bear in mind, housing are also getting more and more expensive by the day. Next, if you want to apply for a BTO as a single, you're restricted to only tiny 2-bedroom units in non-mature estates, and you're also excluded from the prime location areas as well. And that got me to question, with such a limited space to live in, don't I need to take care of my parents? What about my other half? What would happen? It's really a very squeezy environment, too small for anybody to live in. And to top that off, the grants that are actually given to singles or LGBT people are lesser when buying a HDB flat. Heterosexual couples also get some tax benefit when buying a matrimonial home together. This benefit helps cross-national couples and also couples who are trying to upgrade from one property to another. Without such benefits, a lot of LGBTQ couples find it very hard to plan their property purchase together. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not doing anybody a discredit here, but the message I'd like to send out to peers out there is that if you identify yourself as LGBTQ, please, do start to really cast down in stones and do a detailed planning once you see this. Because our life stages, from the many people that I've known, this will always be one issue that we all face, and life will be much more difficult later. Hi, I'm William from William Tan Real Estate, celebrating diversity and inclusion in home ownership for everyone.